When people hear the name Dracula, they imagine vampires, darkness, and eternal night. They think of fiction, monsters, and supernatural legends. But the truth is far more unsettling. The real Dracula was not born in a story. He was born in history. In the 15th century, a man named Vlad III ruled Wallachia, a small and fragile region located between powerful empires. This land was constantly threatened by invasion, betrayal, and collapse. From an early age, Vlad learned that weakness meant death. He grew up in a world where mercy was rarely rewarded and survival required absolute control. Vlad believed that fear was stronger than loyalty. To him, order could only exist if people were afraid to break the law. He ruled with strict discipline, and his reputation spread quickly. At the same time, the Ottoman Empire was expanding across Eastern Europe. Its ruler, Sultan Mehmed II, had already conquered Constantinople and was known as one of the most powerful leaders of his era. Vlad had once lived under Ottoman influence. He understood their strength, but he also understood that submission would mean the end of his independence. When conflict began, Vlad knew his army was small. He could not defeat a great empire through numbers alone. So he chose a different weapon, psychological warfare. Instead of open battles, Vlad focused on terror. He wanted his enemies to fear the land itself. Stories spread of punishments so severe that soldiers questioned whether advancing was worth the risk. When Ottoman forces moved toward Wallachia, they did not find large armies waiting for them. They found silence, empty villages, a sense that something was terribly wrong. These scenes were not meant to win battles. They were meant to destroy morale. Across Europe, news of Vlad traveled fast. Pamphlets described him as cruel and inhuman. Artists portrayed him as a tyrant who ruled without mercy. But perspectives depended on distance. To many in Western Europe, Vlad was a monster. To his enemies, he was a nightmare. But to his supporters, he was a ruler who maintained order in a world dominated by chaos and invasion. Over time, the stories became darker. Details were exaggerated. Fear turned into myth. Centuries later, writers searched history for figures who embodied darkness and terror. They found Vlad his name, his homeland, his reputation. These elements became the foundation for a new legend. A fictional character who fed on blood, lived forever, and ruled the night. The vampire Dracula was born. But the real Vlad III was not immortal. He did not drink blood. He did not possess supernatural powers. What he had was something far more powerful: fear. Fear that outlived him. Fear that crossed borders. Fear that survived centuries. History created the man. Fear reshaped his story, and fiction transformed him into a legend. Today, Dracula is remembered as a monster. But behind the myth was a ruler shaped by his time, his land, and the constant threat of destruction. Sometimes the most terrifying stories are not invented by imagination. They are built from reality and remembered long after the truth has faded.